I'm sorry. Anthony Smith, he's got to go S tier. Johnny Walker was styling on him, chopping that leg down. He got so salty that during that fight that Johnny Walker was just simply beating him by leg kicks that he said,
"Now you attack my family. Oh, you're attacking my family. You know what?
I don't know what to do with my boy Merab, bro. I feel like Merab's like a happy, smiley, but then like he's like yelling at Umar.
Be man first. You have to be man first. But you're not a good man.
The man.
You are a piece of
We back with another tier list. We will be doing a tier list of the saltiest fighters in the UFC. Another Lucas Tracy MMA inspired video.
Dustin Poirier's a little bit salty. You could ask him what he had for breakfast. Man, I had some fucking cereal, man.
Now, you guys have all been around salty people. They're mad at the world. They got bad attitudes. They're toxic to be around. One little thing triggers them. Just salty people. All right, now let's expose these UFC fighters for just being absolutely salty. Let's start off with one of the people who inspired this video. Mr. Adesanya. I don't know where I'm going to put you, though. I'm going to put Izzy B tier. I saw a clip of him talking about Joaquin Buckley. Like, he does these reaction videos to the fights, and Buckley just fought Kamaru Usman, and Izzy was just being so negative and just hating on Buckley for no reason, talking about, I just don't like
I hate this nigga, bro. Well, I hate this nigga, bro. Something about it just fucking annoys me.
Where is this salt coming from, bro? You look really salty in that video. Like, you might be laughing and joking and shit, but bro, why are you so salty about Joaquin Buckley? Super, super salty. Hey, I'm gonna have to put him in the B tier too. When they announced the JDM versus Bilal fight for the title fight, he went and did an interview and was just so salty about why he did not get that title shot, even though he was coming off an L to Shavkat. And he was just so butthurt, so salty. Oh, I cannot believe I didn't get the call.
And then the fight for the #1 contender spot, he gets the shot. But if he's not available, it makes logical sense to go to me, not a guy who's been out for a year.
Like, dude, you just lost to Shavkat. You can't get granted a title shot after losing. Maybe if you had lost the fight and it was like a war and it was like must-see TV, but no, dude, that was a boring-ass fight. You're not getting a title shot off that boring-ass fight. And we have our first S tier, Jon Jones. This dude is just so goddamn salty about Tom Aspinall. He was getting ready to do an interview during the UFC 309 like press run, and he heard an English accent, and dude walked out of the interview just because he had an English accent.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing all right.
Good, man. Good. Have a seat, sir.
All you guys in, but hey, I'm not gonna do this interview. You don't want to do it? No, because it's gonna be an Aspinall fest. I'm not gonna. Let's go.
The insane amount of salt Tom Aspinall gives Jon Jones is absolutely nuts. I've never met a saltier fighter when it comes to Jon Jones reacting to anything about Tom Aspinall. He was salty saying Tom Aspinall doesn't deserve the title shot, doing all this, and just ducking him. Like Jon Jones is S tier salt. Jon Jones has a different special level of salt where you have to get that shit in the lab somewhere. I don't know. We got my boy Justin Gaethje. We got another title shot complainer. I'm gonna put him in the B tier. He's talking about if I don't get a title shot, I'm just gonna retire. Like, dude, I get it. He doesn't want to fight for fun. He's took a lot of damage over his career. He wants to protect his brain and only wants to take an important fight. But, bro, like Dana White said, if you're thinking about retiring, you probably should retire. I like that line.
Justin Gaethje said that if he doesn't get a title shot, that he'd be thinking about retiring.
If you're thinking about retiring, you know how I feel about that. You should probably retire.
He's salty about taking that UFC 300 fight because they were begging him to take it. So yeah, Justin Gaethje, you got to go above Izzy, bro. Go win one more fight, bro. You got the title shot. Next, we got my boy Michael Chandler. I'm gonna put him in the D tier. I mean, he does a good job of not showing it, but deep down inside, I think he's just so salty that he waited over 2 years to try to fight Conor McGregor.
I got one dude on my mind, Conor McGregor.
And he never got in the ring with Conor McGregor. So yeah, I'm gonna put Michael Chandler in the D tier. He's also a little salty after he be cheating in fights, and then he acts like he doesn't cheat. Oh, he's C tier because after the Dustin Poirier fight, he was so salty that Dustin just choked him out after he cheated in the fight. Damn, Mike, he might even be higher than that. I'm gonna keep Iron Mike at C tier. DC, you going A tier, my brother. You're just so salty about American wrestling and how it just doesn't translate to MMA, and all these American wrestlers get dogged out, and the real best wrestlers come from the Caucasus Mountains and overseas, and not in America. We just don't have the best wrestlers when it comes to mixed martial arts. He's just so salty about that. It's unbelievable and so in denial.
I don't think that's true because
We wrestle from a young age. I started at 10 years old.
It's delusional. A lot of these UFC fighters are delusional, bro. You got to be in a sport like that, but dude, wake up. Get out of Peaches and Creamville. Lucas Tracy reference right there.
At the end of the day, you guys need to understand that we're not in Peaches and Creamville. This is not a Rocky movie. It's not a Disney movie in the early 2000s where you've got Air Bud in the background, a golden retriever that knows how to play basketball, and you've got people that are learning how to fly. This is reality.
S tier salty right here, Kevin Holland. I've talked about this a million times on the channel, but he is the definition of a S tier. His interaction with Rampage Jackson is just the definition of S tier. 45-70, all that shit. Just S tier menace.
It just doesn't work like that for Kev.
Why? Why?
That's usually, if you say fuck it to me, it's usually fuck you. So.
Well, I didn't say fuck you. I said fuck it.
Yeah, that's what I said. If you say fuck it to me, I usually say fuck you.
Well, fuck you too.
I've never seen someone get so salty over a playful little lesbian joke. The reason why Kevin Holland got mad at Rampage Jackson is because during the face-off of MVP does this thing where he'll like stand up and he'll like do this with his like fingers, right? And Kevin Holland went up and was doing it back, and their fingers were coming together like this, right? And Rampage made a joke saying it looked like they were scissoring, bro. That's fucking hilarious, bro. We gotta admit, that's hilarious. Y'all ever like been at the beach and you accidentally like taste like the salt water? That's what Kevin Holland's mouth is 24/7, just with the amount of salt that he has in that body, bro. Brother, I'm sorry. We're gonna have to put Islam in the D tier. He's just so salty about all these Brazilian jiu-jitsu black belts that got black belts, but they really shouldn't have them. And he's like the black belt police. Who give him this? And then he's like genuinely like upset that how could this person, he can't fathom it. These brothers' mindsets are different. He cannot fathom that they would give out people like Alex Pereira a black belt and he can't even fucking grapple.
All you gotta do is take this pocket right here and your life be all peaches and cream.
So yeah, Islam D tier, but I'm glad you're being black belt police because that shit's funny as hell.
You tell me if they should keep their black belt or if they should give it back.
Okay.
Thomas Spinell?
He have.
Keep?
Keep.
Aljamain Sterling?
Yeah, he have.
Oh. Dustin Poirier?
Maybe Brown.
Tony Ferguson?
No, he don't have black belt. Real, it's not black belt.
I'm sorry, we're gonna have to put my boy Brandon Royval in the... We're gonna have to put him in the A tier above DC. I mean, on UFC 317, I'm the most disrespected fighter in the whole organization.
Brandon, you said that you feel like you're the most disrespected fighter in the UFC.
And every time I step in the cage, you guys remember what the fuck's up.
Like, bro, have you heard of Mario Batista? Have you heard of Bilal Muhammad? We need to put all of Jose Aldo's fans in the S tier. They're so goddamn salty that he got held up against the fence by Mario Batista that they just hate Mario Batista now, even after the great performance he put against Patchy Mix. I get it, holding someone up against the fence is boring, but hey, Jose Aldo, try to get your ass off the fence. How about that? But back to Brandon Royval. Bro, you're not the most disrespected in the fighter. Like, I could give an example of Mario Batista. Do y'all remember how much hate Bilal used to get? Brandon Royval, you're not the most disrespected fighter in the organization. You might have felt that way maybe because you're not like one of the biggest names in the organization. I could see that, but bro, there's a lot of people that get way more disrespect than you. After that fight you just had, bro, I think he won like everybody over, you and Joshua Van. So, bro, don't say that dumb shit no more. I'm sorry. Anthony Smith, he's got to go S tier. Johnny Walker was styling on him, chopping that leg down, chopping him down like paper mache. And he got so salty that during that fight that Johnny Walker was just simply beating him by leg kicks that he said, "You're attacking my family."
I'm mad you attacked my family. Oh, you're attacking my family. Now what?
And then during his fucking retirement fight, he wants to flip off the fans. Maybe that fan wouldn't have been doing that if he didn't get finished in the first 30 seconds of the fight. But bro, like, why are you flipping off the fans? What does that get accomplished? And he's also kind of salty that John Jones beat the fuck out of him. And Anthony Smith could have got the belt if his ego wasn't so big because John hit him with an illegal knee. So he's probably still salty about that. And he's always talking about John Jones really isn't that good. Like, bro, you're just salty. You're salty about John Jones, which I'm S tier salty about John Jones too, bro. So it's all good. I'm in there with you. They have these things when you go to a restaurant. They have these things called Anthony Smith shakers, and if you order whatever you like to season your food with, the little Anthony Smith shaker will be sitting right there, and you can pour it on your food. Nah, that was a corny ass joke. My boy Merab, I don't know what to do with my boy Merab, bro. I feel like Merab's like a happy, smiley, but then like he's like yelling at Umar.
Be man first. You have to be man first. You are a good fighter, but you're not a good man. You are a piece of shit.
Nah, Umar had him super salty. I'm gonna put Merab in the B tier because other than that one situation when he was screaming at Umar, "You have to be man first. Hey, this guy here's a piece of shit." Oh, Sean O'Malley kind of had him salty too. He said, "I'll humble you, brother. I'll humble you." And he went out there and choked him out. But that you have to be man first. He was so goddamn butthurt. What did Umar even say? Can someone comment down below what Umar even said to get Merab butthurt like that? Jesus Christ. He's above Anthony Smith. Bo Nickal is just so goddamn salty. He talks so much shit about all these fighters in his division.
Khamzat Chimaev. You're saying that his wrestling is pretty mid. It's
trash. I won't even say mid.
He's a 3-time Swedish national champion.
That's sick.
12 wins in 3 years, 0 losses.
That's incredible. 12-0 in 3 years. We're gonna fight at some point, and people will realize that there's levels, and it's just so funny. You go into a world of MMA where there's no other sport where people know less and think they know more.
And then he goes out there, RDR fraud checks the fuck out of him, makes him quit with knees to the body. He's like confused why people are hating on him, and like he's salty that people are mad. And then in the fight against Paul Craig, he was like salty at DC for saying his striking didn't look top tier, and Bo was like so delusional. He thought he pieced Paul Craig up. Bro, Paul Craig has one fucking technique. It's the patented body kick. Other than that, Paul Craig doesn't have no fucking hands. Bro, you went out there and had a sparring match with Paul Craig. When you're talking about you're this great grappler, bro, Khamzat Chimaev is going to take Paul Craig down and submit him. He's not going to be scared to grapple with Paul Craig. Did you see what Brennan Allen did to fucking Paul Craig? Come on now, man. Brennan Allen beat the brakes off Paul Craig. Bo Nickal, you're really falling into that fucking definition of the... y'all know the stepchild joke, right? I gotta put Colby behind Jones, bro. He's so goddamn salty. Like, Patty gets that nice finish over Michael Chandler, and then you got Colby lurking around backstage trying to pick fights with Patty Penland and take away all the shine. Like, bro, Colby, stop hating on other fighters.
Bro, you fight scrub. You guys are 2 and 6. I'll come and slap you. You guys remember. I'll come and slap you. You guys are 2 and 6. Remember that. Remember that. You're a scrub. You're a fraud.
What are you on a 3-fight losing streak?
You get fraud checks so quick.
How about you get yourself in the ring instead of trying to hate on young and upcoming fighters? And this dude's got an excuse for every time he loses. He's salty that he's lost 3 title fights. He's salty that he's never going to be undisputed champion. And again, I ain't got no problem with... I'm talking a lot of shit, but I ain't got no problem with Colby Covington. I think he's funny as fuck. I would love to train with him one day so I can see really how he gets that cardio. But like, maybe not the real Colby Covington is salty, but that character he's playing is super goddamn salty. And I just want to say this. I ain't got a problem with none of these fighters. I fuck with all these dudes. I love the sport. I'm just making a salty tier list because I think it's funny. I'm cracking jokes. My boy John Silva, he's one of these salty fuckers too, bro. I'm going to put him behind DC. He was so salty that Bryce Mitchell didn't shake his hand, or not shake his hand, touch gloves.
I mean, that's part of him, and there's something wrong over there for him to be like that.
You don't have to be friends with the people in there. He was so salty. Oh, this dude, I thought this is part of the sport. Bro, it's a cage fight. You don't have to touch someone's gloves. You don't have to be friends. You remember all that shit you was talking to the lead up of this fight? Bro, I wouldn't shake your hand either. Bringing out globes and doing all that. I'm going to stand and support my boy Bryce Mitchell. Yeah, you ain't got to touch nobody's gloves, bro. I think he got so salty talking about that situation, he started speaking English. We got another brother. We got to put Khabib behind Islam. Khabib is D-tier salty because he called DC to try to invite him to a cookout. And DC didn't answer. And DC responded back with just simply saying, hey. And he's talking about, what is this hey?
Hey, you have a barbecue the other day and you don't call him? You have a barbecue?
I call you. I call you. I call him. I call this guy. You know what he did?
You don't give me.
Be careful. You know what he do? Yeah. He don't answer my phone and he said me, hey. What is this hey? Hey, I call you. Call me back. What is this hey? What do you mean, hey?
Brother,
hey, no, give me.
Yeah, I see.
Listen, you see?
When did you see?
You're just supposed to post like... No, just like this. Just like this. Green line.
Next, we got my boy Paulo Costa. Shout out him. Let me give some compliments because I'm doing a lot of shit talking during this video. Paulo Costa, you look like a fucking killer in your last fight. Shout out to you, but you're top of the A tier salty. They asked Paulo a question during a UFC 318 press conference about Khamzat. And the way he reacted to that question, he was shaking, he was tweaking. It just looked like his salt levels were just building and building as he had to sit in all that salt he has about Khamzat Chimaev. Some of these UFC fighters act like girls and catch so much feelings for other UFC fighters. I don't understand it. Like Colby says, it's the ultimate feelings championship. Colby, let me bump you down to A tier just because you said that good line, okay? Because a lot of these dudes be ultimate feelings champions, not ultimate fighting champions. Nate Diaz, I'm going to put him at top of the C tier. He's just salty about doing media. He has horrible interactions with media. During his whole press conference with Jorge Masvidal, he's walking out press conferences. During the Jake Paul press run, he's walking out of their press conferences. Like,
it's crazy fight fans. So, is this man leaving?
He said he's just going to the restroom and he'll be right back.
Jesus Christ.
He just hates media and he's salty about media and he just always walks out. So you're a little salty if you're just going to sit there and not do your media obligations, which I know can be a lot because reporters ask the same goddamn boring questions. But bro, this is what you signed up for. You're a professional fighter. Comes with the sport. So C tier for Nate Diaz. This hurts me because it's one of my favorite fighters. But Ilia is so salty that Arman Tsarukyan hurt his back and couldn't make weight that he said if he has to fight Arman, he's going to vacate his belt.
I'm the world champion. I'm never going to give him a chance to fight for the title. I will be like, listen, if that's the case, take my belt.
Ilia is kind of low-key a diva when he doesn't get the fight he wants and he doesn't get to pick his fights. What's the real reason, Ilia, you don't want to fight Arman? There's got to be some deeper reason. Vacating the belt just because they would make you fight Arman? Like, he's talking about Arman can't make weight. He literally just weighed in as the backup fighter.
155, the official weight for Arman Tsarukyan.
Come on, man. Everybody has slip-ups. Okay, I just came up with a nickname for Mr. El Matador. His new nickname is going to be El Española de Sal. He's the salty Spanish boy now, bro. Conor, he's S tier, bro. He's super salty. Deep down inside, Conor knows he's never going to fight again in the UFC. He doesn't have what it takes anymore. That's why he's always coping, putting these videos of him training. It's over. And deep down inside, he knows that. We all know that. And it's just hard for him to come to a realization that this is it. I'm tearing up just thinking about this right now. It's like, no. But Conor, that's why he's salty. Which I would be too. Look at what he did. He's the biggest star of the sport ever. He changed the sport. He put so many casuals into the sport. So while we do talk a lot of shit about Conor, we have to be very thankful for Conor because he opened this sport up to so many people. Little ding dong of a thing he is, yeah. Let me throw these two dudes in the S tier also. Got Chris Curtis and Sean Strickland. I mean, these two clowns literally ran in the octagon and wanted to fight. Well, actually, let me put Chris. All right, Chris is top of the A tier because he didn't actually throw any punches when he ran into the ring. But Sean Strickland running into the fucking ring because someone gave you the... Bro, it's not that serious. Why? I don't understand. Like, why is it such a big deal for someone doing that to you? I don't understand. Maybe I should know the backstory, but I just can't put my mind to it of why I would have to run in the ring and punch somebody just because they gave me like the dick sign. Like, it's not that big of a deal. Now you're suspended and you can't fight. Like, this is something a kid would do. Like, that dude giving him that emote, like, and Sean wanting to fight, that, and Chris wanting to fight, like, that's something a kid would fight over about, like, on like a elementary school playground. Like, he can't be that serious as adults. It just can't be. I don't understand it. All right, so that's gonna wrap up the tier list. We got a lot of S tier. Every time I do these tier lists, I always get a lot of people in the S tier because UFC fighters, they're just something else. These personalities these dudes have. This is also what makes the sport like must-see TV, very watchable because there's so much drama. There's so much ins and outs that goes into the sport or the UFC organization. This is why I'm such a big fan. I'm just tuned in. I just want to know I just always want to know what's going on with the UFC. So yeah, this saltiness has its pros and cons. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and click that like button. If you made it this far, you might as well subscribe to the channel. We got a lot of UFC content coming out. And also comment down below your saltiest fighters in the UFC. I'll catch y'all in the next one. We out.
I'm him, I can tell you from the jump, I'm a different breed. Bought a new tech, free shot, no referee. I ain't gon' force, not shit, I'ma let it be. White gold shining, diamonds red like the 7 Seas.